What if I told you this peaceful nature reserve was once one of Baytown's wealthiest neighborhoods? $1,000,000 views, oil exclusives, backyard fishing piers, all of it gone, swallowed by the sea, even a family cemetery. This is the story of Brownwood, how a thriving waterfront community rose from the marshes of Galveston Bay, and how it all disappeared beneath the waves. Brought down by a disaster no one saw coming. From land subsidence to hurricanes to lawsuits and levees, Brownwood is a haunting lesson in what happens when nature and development collide. And today we're walking straight into what's left.
I just made it to the Nature Center out here in Baytown. It's just outside of Houston. And I didn't check the weather before I came here. And I'm guessing you can hear it on camera. It's raining at the moment. Okay, maybe now I can start my adventure because I see some sunlight right in front of me and it looks like the weather's starting to clear up a little bit. Alright, do we park? Is this the parking area? So I found a place where I can park. Now here is one of the roads where there used to be a whole bunch of houses back here. It has been turned into a nature center. Very peaceful out here.
On the edge of Baytown, Texas, there was once a beautiful neighborhood, an upper middle class dream, right on the water. It was called Brownwood. Edwin Brown Sr., a local rancher, once owned all this land, and after his death in 1927, the family sold it to an oil company. By the late 1930s and 40s, Brownwood was born carved into a scenic peninsula surrounded by water. Built by Humble Oil, what we now know as Exxon, Brownwood became home to the oil elite. Doctors, lawyers, engineers, all in custom homes with boat docks, swimming pools, and stunning bayfront views. It was even called the River Oaks of Baytown. But beneath the glamour, a silent threat was growing.
It's eerie to think that this road that I'm walking on had all of these houses here in the 1950s, 60s, and all that. And it really shows you that nature does not wait. It reclaims it back in no time. We got some armadillos, 2 of them. They're looking for lunch. They clearly don't know I'm here, and I don't want to spook them. Such beautiful creatures. Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh my goodness. You can only see 2 on screen. You can see his tail in the back. Oh, he's leaving. Now I'm looking on Google Maps to see exactly where I am, and I'll put it on screen so you can see exactly where I am. And I'm looking for certain markers on the ground where a couple houses used to be, and I think I'm in the wrong section. because there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 roads. And once we get done exploring this area, there's a cemetery that is underwater. We're not going to be able to see it in person because it's underwater, but I'll bring you to the location of where it's at, which is at the very southern part of Baytown Nature Center out here.
As oil and groundwater were pumped out, the ground began to sink. It's called subsidence, and by the 1970s, parts of Brownwood had dropped up to 15 feet. Flooding became common. Roads buckled, drainage systems failed. When Hurricane Carla hit in 1961, Brownwood took a major blow, but the residents of Brownwood didn't give up. Led by leaders like Gene Shepherd, the community fought back. They formed the Brownwood Civic Association, lobbied for levees, pumps, and even became one of the first neighborhoods in the nation to get federal flood insurance. Then came Hurricane Alicia in 1983. The storm surge was devastating. Brownwood was hit hard and FEMA declared it uninhabitable. Rebuilding was banned. Homes were abandoned, bought out, or bulldozed. Within a few years, Brownwood was a ghost town. Silent, forgotten, just weeds and concrete memories.
Okay, we are coming to a cross intersection. If I remember correctly, it should be down this road. This is another section of where houses were at one point. And while I was looking on Google Maps, you could see a couple of foundations still on the ground, and that's what I want to show you. I'm probably gonna have to get the drone out for that. Oh, okay, well, here's a driveway. And here is some possibly parts of the foundation or the driveway. It's one of the two. Could you imagine metal detecting in this area if they allow it? Wonder what you would find. Sorry for the weird angle. Here's one of the foundations of a house that was here at one point. How close can I get without crashing the drone? Okay, there we go. Interesting to see. And then the foundation, the swamp all around it. Good Lord. I think this is another foundation that we're coming up to. Ooh, I need to work on my drone skills. And then I saw another one. Where was it at? Is it back at this one? Aha, here we go. Yeah, because it's right behind me. There's my drone, I hear it. It looks like you can, oh shoot, hold on. It looks like you can make out some rooms in a garage. I see the garage, or I'm guessing that's the garage to the left-hand side. Can I get a little bit lower? Looks like you can kind of tell where maybe a bathroom was or something, a closet or something. It looks like bedrooms as well. The front door would be this direction.
Battery level is low.
Oop.
Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
Okay. But yeah, house or a foundation of a house that's left out here. This is just one of many. Foundation-wise, I should say.
In the early 90s, voters approved a plan to transfer Brownwood not with houses, but with wetlands. Bit by bit, the land healed, marshes returned, wildlife thrived.
And there's the telephone pole that's out here. It's all smothered up in Mother Nature. You can still see it through the greenery. After all these years, it's still there. I just found a sewer and I want to show you what it looks like inside. Let's take a look inside and see what we can see in there. Can't tell if that's water or what, but there's something down there. That's pretty cool.
At the beginning of the video, I mentioned a family cemetery. This cemetery is known as the Wooster Family Cemetery. It had disappeared beneath the bay. Some graves were relocated, but many still remained underwater. Over the years, beachcombers have discovered coffin hardware and pieces of the crypt. Structures washed ashore after storms or revealed during low tide.
Wow, that was a long walk. And coming into a split, I noticed something right here. It says sewer. There's a manhole. And over here, got a sign. Objects, I don't know. Rescue maybe? It's faded. But restrooms are the way that we're going. And right down there is where the cemetery is. And then the trail just goes on down there. Oh wow. Alright, I'm turn the camera around. So this right here was once somebody's house, obviously. And you see the driveway to the right, and then to the left is where the house stood. Now I mentioned that there is a cemetery over here, and I'm going to show you in about a minute or so. But just think about the memories of the person that lived here. They just rolled up here into the garage and then eventually walked through their front door, or garage door I should say, And right now we got like a gazebo where the house once stood. There was a cemetery out here at one point, and it is now underwater. Now exactly where that cemetery is, I don't know. All I know is it pointed me into this direction. The waves are coming in good. Wow. Nature knew I was here, so they said, I'm coming in. Okay, now I'm getting all wet. Let's come over here. The cemetery could be over here for all we know. Actually, you know what? If I remember correctly, again, I might be wrong. If I remember correctly, the cemetery is out there, underwater. I'll put it on screen, the name of the cemetery, if you want to see it for yourself. And of course, I'll show it on Google Maps so you can see what I'm talking about. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but there's something sticking up right there in the water. Some type of marker. It's marking something. I don't know what though. I wonder if it's marking the cemetery.
If you have ever walked the trails of Baytown Nature Center, take a moment at Woozer Point. You may not be able to see the stones, but they are there, beneath the surface, waiting to be remembered. A community gone, a cemetery drowned, and a past still quietly resting under the tile. Today, Brownwood lives on as the Baytown Nature Center. The 450 acres of trails, tide pools, and bird sanctuaries. You can still walk the old streets, past manhole covers, driveways, faint echoes of what once was. Brownwood's story is a powerful lesson, how human ambition can clash with nature, but also how we can adapt and restore. If you have ever visited Brownwood or have a story from Baytown, drop it in the comments. I would love to hear it. And if you found this story interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next story.